Alright guys, so back with another online arbitrage tutorial now. Now I'm going to run you back through slick deals with a different type of business approach and business model here. Now obviously it's the same, it's like the bulk deal arbitrage like I've talked about before on this channel several times. You can always feel free to check out the online arbitrage playlist, or just actually I think it's just the arbitrage playlist, even though it's all online arbitrage. That'll be linked at the bottom of the description if you want to go through and check that out at any point in time. There are literally countless tutorials, not just on bulk deal arbitrage, but a number of the other business models that I teach online arbitrage wise on this channel. Okay, so I'm going to run you through slick deals today. And usually what I do when I go through slick deals to teach you is I'll literally search through different products to potentially resell back on Amazon, resell back on eBay, resell back on Poshmark or Mercari potentially, right? So what I usually do is I'll stick with like the front page and I'll source through things and kind of do product research to see if they sell back well on Amazon or any of those other places, mainly Amazon, right? So to give you an example of what I would do, and this is not what this video is going to be about, but I'm just giving you like kind of a little background on how they differ and how today's approach is going to be different. And so what I'll do is I'll literally go through and I'll check them, right? So like this one potentially sells at, a little bit under half price. So about $59.50, or I guess that is exactly half price. $59.50, it usually retails for about $120, right? So what I want to do is I want to see, okay, what does the marketplace look like on Amazon for this product, right? So if it sells anywhere close or anywhere above like $100, and obviously I'm probably going to buy this potentially. This is just random. I don't know if it actually will, because there's a margin to be made there, right? So there's a lot of factors that go into it, but that's basically what I do and the approach. And this looks like it's actually a pretty solid product. So we got a 2-pack right here, 18 volt, 1 lithium ion. Is this a 2-pack though? This might be, okay, so the 2-pack actually looks like it's, yeah, so it looks like the 2-pack actually does sell for $53.98. This might be a 4-pack right here, and it doesn't look like there's many, it's too invested in this listing. There's no reviews. It is indeed a 4-pack, I believe. So this probably isn't a good product, but that's just an example of how you would do product research without getting too in depth. Now, I do have countless videos in that arbitrage playlist on sourcing through slick deals and other bulk deal websites like this if you're interested. That said, today I want to introduce you to a brand new, not brand new, but like a new for this channel type of business model that I use to make money with slick deals and reselling back online. Now, I do every once in a while sell these back on Amazon, okay? I would every once in a while potentially sell these back on eBay if I weren't currently suspended. That said, I do resell these back on Poshmark mainly and on Mercari a little bit here and there. And this is the business model in a nutshell, right? So what I do is, first and foremost, you want to find some niche knowledge or some, whatever the niche is. It might be clothing for you. It could be shoes, like I'm about to run you through here in a second, and sneakers. And you really want to identify good niche knowledge on a particular subject. In this specific case, it's shoes, so that you know ahead of time what the value for those are on other marketplaces. Some people focus on clothing on like eBay, right? Some people focus on, to give you an example, product knowledge and like timing the market. About 3 months ago, I was buying a lot of bathing suits and a lot of clutch purses to resell back online because I knew that, okay, it's summertime, it's hot out, people want bathing suits because they're going to the shore a lot more, or they're going to the beach, right? Depending on where you live, you call it the shore or the beach. And then, people also buy a lot of clutch purses, and women wear a lot more clutch purses because they're small and they're sleek, and I literally hate that I know that, but I do, and it's not like a big bulky bag that they have to carry with them all over the place, right? So I just know that works in the summertime well, so I bought a lot more of those, and guess what? They flipped a lot faster because there was a lot more demand online for those. Now, right now, if you look at any of my closets or any of my stores, I'm selling a lot and I'm buying liquidation pallets and just stocking up on a lot of jackets and like winter coats and scarves and gloves and things like that because it's still summer, it's the end of summer, but we're moving into fall and winter. So there's going to be a high demand on those in the future and in the months to come. And I know that I'm going to flip all of those for a ridiculous profit, especially because I'm literally buying them for like $2 to $3 online right now and getting them super freaking cheap, sometimes even free. And if you guys are interested in like how to find and source cheap products, not just like I'm about to show you right here, but literally a number of other ways, Online Arbitrage Pro, always linked in the description, will literally help you resell and multiply your money month after month, like I'm talking about here in all these tutorials, with a ridiculous amount of business models, not just this. So what am I basically trying to say? Well, right now I'm flipping a lot of shoes because I know that there's a lot of opportunity on sites like Mercari and Poshmark to flip shoes for a ridiculous profit. For whatever reason, and this is trial and error, When I list shoes, they literally flip like this. They flip like candy on Poshmark. So what I need to do then, that begs the question, where can I get shoes at a good discount? And a lot of people, if you watch YouTube channels, are going to go to like retail stores, right? You see people going to like Walmart or like shoe stores. And like a perfect example of this would be like Reezy Resells, right? If you ever watch his channel, he goes to like stores and he gets like great deals on like Nike shoes and other things and then flips them back online for a profit, right? But you don't, and while he has a great channel and he obviously knows a lot about it, you guys don't actually have to physically go to the stores to go ahead and do this. Instead, what you can do is you can go to a site like Slick Deals and literally search for discounted shoes and then buy discounted shoes on these websites that literally, it's their job. This is just one of the websites in the course. It's their job to literally give you deals on shoes and where they are, so you don't have to physically go to the actual retail store to get them. You can instead order them to your house and then flip them back online for a profit. So to give you an example, here's one right here that I bought. $26.40 with a coupon code on this actual website on Slick Deals. You're getting it $26.40 to your door with free shipping. Now, some of these are going to have a lot more opportunities to buy them than others. So for example, you see that this is clearly only size 13.5. But if you bought this and listed it on a site like Poshmark or Mercari or eBay particularly, and you could potentially list it back on Amazon as well, but you'd have to do some research to see if it would sell well there. I'm going to run you through all those here in a second. And you waited until somebody with a size 13.5 were willing to buy this, usually retails at about $65. You would make a ridiculous profit on this if you were willing to spend the $26.40, maybe wait a couple days to a week for somebody to buy it, and then make the markup. So let me show you exactly what I mean by that. And just to kind of, so you stay with me, I'm not making this up. I've probably purchased about 30 pairs of shoes. Like I said, I'm moving more into like the winter jackets and all that stuff right now. But I do this all the time with shoes because they flip very, very quickly. In the summer, I did it with bathing suits and clutches. Now I'm moving into like winter gear right now. But to show you that I actually do this, I'm not just saying it. Here's an example. Look, I literally bought the 13.5 because this one was only... At 13.5 is kind of big for like a men's size. It's a little bit on the bigger side. So only bought one to kind of test these out. And if they sell well, I'll buy more potentially if there's still that deal. But you can see right here, I bought 6 pairs of New Balances right here for $30 for a pair, for 3 of them, and $30 for the other pair of 3. Now these usually retail at I think 65 to 70. So I'm getting for $30. Clearly there's a big margin there. These retail for like 110, I think. If not, I think it was like 95 to 110 or something like that. So there's a ridiculous margin there, right? And so I'm not like investing, yeah, it's a bulk deal site, but I'm not buying like 30 pairs of shoes because obviously 30 times 30 would be, a decent amount of money. Instead, I'm kind of mitigating my risk and also taking chances by buying quantities of like 3 or 5 potentially sometimes, or sometimes even 1, depending on what I feel like I could sell it for. Here's another example right here, $34 or $35 for each pair for a grand total of $73.47. I'm gonna flip all these back on Poshmark and Mercari probably for like $60 to $70 and make that markup. So let me show you an example of how you would potentially do this. So these are 33 right now with a coupon code of August 20. You would get them for $26.40 to your door. As you see here, maybe it was only 33, but I'm pretty sure I used the coupon code for those to get them for $26.40. But so to give you an example, what you would do is you could potentially resell these back on Amazon, but you would have to do some product research. So what I would do is I would go and I would search for this right here, and I might take out the size and see what the price is on Amazon. Now, obviously, if you could flip these back on Amazon and they're selling well, you probably want to flip them back on Amazon because Amazon is the biggest marketplace in the world with the most sales velocity. That said, if you're willing to wait about a couple days to potentially a week, sometimes max a couple weeks, you would flip these back on Poshmark and Mercari, and definitely eBay as well, for a markup and make your money if you were willing to wait. It's all about flipping products and reselling and finding the discrepancies in marketplace from one place to another, okay? So let's see if we can find these really fast on Amazon to see if they're a good buy. Let's X out of that. So we have the Game Court shoes right here. Let's see if we can find them. Are these the Game Court tennis shoes? It looks like they are, although this is a different listing and these look like the same, so let's pull up both of them. Now, these duplicate listings right here can sometimes lead you astray, so you got to be careful. I would check to see. It looks like, okay, so they're both selling pretty well. So Game Court tennis shoes right here, and they're size 13.5. So let's see what they sell for and how the listing is actually doing. So it looks like these are currently unavailable, but normally these sell, let's go to like 10, which is probably like a normal size for these. So normally they have a good listing. They're selling at about 50 to potentially 60 bucks, some of them. I think the last ones that we were at were like 60 or whatever it was. I don't remember what it was. They're selling pretty well. They're for almost 5,000 in clothing, shoes, and jewelry. But can we sell them? Now, you might not be able to sell brand names on Amazon, and you might, like if it's like adidas or Puma sometimes, or New Balance, you probably won't be able to sell them. So you're going to have to request approval. And to request approval, I've been through this before. Sometimes you can hit request approval and you literally get accepted on certain brands. And sometimes you're going to need to show an invoice of at least 10 units. And in that case, you won't be able to sell it most likely because you're not buying it from a legitimate wholesaler or manufacturer, okay? So you won't be able to sell some of the top name brands on Amazon, although you can sell others. That's why it's important to do your product research. So obviously I can't sell this back on Amazon under that potential listing. And chances are, just knowing what I know, I can't sell them back on the other one. But I just want to show you discrepancies in the marketplaces, right? So what I would do is, like I showed you here, I bought one of these. I'm going to sell this back on a Poshmark for, potentially 65 because it's brand new, or maybe I undercut the market a little bit at 60 and see the markup. So if we go to like sell it on Poshmark, right? And I take you all the way down. Let's have a little fun. If I sold this for 65 bucks, I would make 52. But then I sourced it for $33. So if we pull up the calculator, what's my profit margin, right? So, and I'm telling you, new shoes flip on Poshmark super freaking fast, super fast. So 65 minus, I already forget what it was, 33 bucks, although I'm pretty sure I bought that for 26, but we'll just go for 33. And that's a profit margin of $32 right there. Oh, sorry, it was 52, my bad. 52 minus 33 bucks is a profit margin of 19 bucks right there. So by buying these shoes on one marketplace and listing them for resale on another and waiting like, maybe a couple days to a week, I'm going to make 20 bucks. Easy. Now, to give you an example of the other ones right here, same thing with these. I'm going to flip these back on Poshmark for probably close to 100. Maybe I undercut the market at like 95 and just keep them there until somebody buys them. So that would mean I would make 76 bucks. 76 minus 30 on those is $46 profit margin. Now 46 times 3, because I bought 3 of them, is $138, literally just buying these shoes on one marketplace and flipping them back on another. Now obviously I'm going to cross post. There's many different places that I post, and I'm testing out a number of other websites that I can potentially sell these on. I'll pull them all up. I'm putting them into my course. I'm seeing if they're actually viable. So right now obviously I'm testing out. We got like your normal ones, like your Poshmark, your Mercari, your eBay, sometimes Letgo, sometimes OfferUp. Also playing around with Etsy, although Etsy is a little bit finicky because you can't sell certain things on Etsy that you can sell on other things. I won't get too in depth with it here. Also testing out 5 Miles, Listia, ThreadUp, Depop, Vinted, Claim It, Curtsy, and a number of other ones. I won't go down the list and bore you. But, so there's a number of different places, and obviously if you cross-post them on a number of different marketplaces, they'll sell a lot faster. But there's a lot of opportunity to do this. I'm telling you, if you have a little bit of capital to invest, this is not necessarily the most beginner friendly, because it's definitely beginner friendly, but things like coupon arbitrage or things like cashback arbitrage are more beginner friendly because there's a little bit less risk. You're not spending like 20 or 30 bucks potentially to buy a pair of shoes to sit on. But if you're willing to do this, you can make good money doing this, and you can actually turn this one business model by flipping shoes or flipping, products like I was talking about, like bathing suits or clutch purses or, or winter jackets, which is going to be huge. Hop on that right now. I'm telling you. We're approaching the end of August. In the next month, people are going to start buying them like crazy, and you will be able to flip them like crazy for ridiculous profit. So I'm telling you guys, this is really scalable. It's really, really beneficial. If you hop on this and start testing it out, you will see that it works. You don't need to jump full into it and spend $1,000 right away. Jump into it, spend like 20 bucks, spend like 30 bucks on one pair, or go in for like 100 on a couple pairs. Flip them, and then when you make some money, it will inspire you to do it again, and you will see that it works. You don't have to take my word for it. Try it out for yourself, okay? So I wanted to bring you some value. I wanted to bring you a different business model. This is not just something I'm saying. This is something I literally do every single week. And this past week, I bought about 30 pairs of shoes, and I didn't want to go and grab all the pictures from my email from them. I just took a couple snippets to show you that I actually do this. But I'm telling you guys, if you hop on this and you have the courage to actually try it, you will see that it works, and you will see that there's a lot of money to be made out there online. So remember, Online Arbitrage Pro, first link in the description if you ever want to grab it and go ahead and figure out how to source products like this endlessly pretty much. There's practically endless products in my course that you can get very, very cheap or for free. There's also like 10 business models. This is only one of the business models in the course, is flipping bulk deal arbitrage products like this from Slick Deals and other websites like that. Hop in now, guys. There's an opportunity to really make some money as we move into the winter and seasons change. So hope you guys like this video. Hope you got some value from it. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.